Breaking news, breaking news. We're gonna break the fucking news. Guess what? Leandro Vieira, I'm in your ass. I'm in your ass. So you're a dirtbag, and now one of your former students is suing you for sexual assault, and I got the article to prove it. Now this is from BJJEE, and this article I literally just read today. It says, former student files lawsuit against Leandro Vieira over sexual abuse allegations. A new lawsuit has been filed that adds to the growing wave of abuse-related cases confronting the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu community. Former student Julia Trevino has initiated legal action in California against Leandro Vieira, one of the founders of Checkmat. The lawsuit includes allegations of sexual abuse, inappropriate conduct, and the exploitation of a position of authority during the period in which Vieira served as her head instructor. In a public statement shared on social media, Trevino described the psychological pressure she says kept her silent at the time. I felt shame, fear, and fear of losing the only thing I knew. God, I feel her pain, man. Shame, fear, and fear of losing the only thing I knew I wanted to build as my future. I'm sorry, hold on. That one, let me read that again. That touched my spirit when I read it. She said she felt shame, fear, and fear of losing the only thing she knew she wanted to build as her future. I'm telling you, this is why I created the Breaking News podcast. Because I'm seriously going to destroy the jiu-jitsu hierarchy. I'm dead serious. Because why is it people who are in powerful positions, why is it that they have to abuse the power that they have? I don't care if you're a black belt or a coral belt. Last time I checked, you're a human being just like me and everybody else. And I'm seriously going to destroy the hierarchy. It's time that the hierarchy ends. Gianni Grippo, how come you're not speaking out against this? How come you're not speaking out against this, Gianni? And I love you, Gianni, but how come I'm doing something that you're not? How come I'm doing more speaking out than Gianni Grippo himself, Marcelo Garcia himself, and other people in the jiu-jitsu community? Like, this is really sad. Murray says, beyond the allegations against Vieira himself, the lawsuit also names NorCal Checkmat manager and the American Kickboxing Academy. According to the filing, these entities are accused of failing in supervision, institutional negligence, and attempts to conceal or mishandle evidence related to the alleged abuse. This case is currently moving through the California legal system, and all allegations remain under judicial review. No rulings have been made at this stage. Trevino has shared a more detailed account of what happened via her own social media. About 10 years ago, when I was still a minor, a figure of authority I trusted, my professor, made unwanted sexual advances with me as we traveled to my first pan as a juvenile. I've known and trusted this person from a very young age. As a second father, this is the same shit. This is the same shit. Alexa said about Andre Galvao, that she saw him as a second father figure. Look, Julia's saying the same thing. Look, she said she's known and trusted this person from a very young age as a second father figure during a difficult period in her life. It was confusing and overwhelming, and I didn't feel safe to tell anyone. I felt ashamed, afraid, and terrified of losing the one thing I knew I wanted to build as a future. And today, honestly, being silent is one of my biggest regrets. I feel for you. And thank you for sharing your story. But, yeah, we're seriously going to expose more of these scumbags and these dirtbags. It's unfortunate that more and more people are being sexually violated, sexually harassed, sexually abused, and it's not going to happen on my watch. I was a victim of sexual assault by my first ex-girlfriend. I went to the police. I went to the FBI. I told teachers, principals, every adult in my life, and nobody did a goddamn thing for me. Now, to Julia, I suggest you contact the FBI. You have evidence. Make sure you document everything that Leandro Vieira did to you. Make sure you have testimony or have witnesses who saw what he did to you. Cause, and make sure you take a rape kit. Take a rape kit. Make sure that 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 you might still have evidence. I don't know, but thank you for sharing your story because this needs to stop. Like seriously, how is it like? I don't understand. How is it we want to say that we want to grow jiu-jitsu and make it mainstream, and yet we still have toxicity, negativity. We have scumbags and pedophiles and child molesters and monsters and jiu-jitsu's who's making jiu-jitsu look bad. And Leandro Vieira, I'm after you. I'm after your ass. I'm exposing your ass, man. And for those who went to checkmate, I'm so sorry that you had to deal with that shit, and it's not cool, man. It's not cool. This man's a monster. This man's not a trainer. He's not a professor. He's not a master. No, screw that. Like, you made an oath to protect your students, to teach your students, to guide your students, man. And how you abuse that, man? This girl trusted you when she was a little girl. She said she viewed you as a father figure, and you betrayed that. You betrayed the trust, man. Like, what? I'm telling you, like, if you want to send your kids to martial arts, do a background check on all of the head trainers and coaches and stuff, because this is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous, and this needs to stop. And I'm gonna make sure this shit stops. Again, how is Gianni Grippo not speaking out against this? How is Marcelo Garcia not speaking out against this? How is Dirty Diana not speaking out against this? How is it I'm doing more than them and they're not doing anything? And Dirty Diana, just because you repost and share actual victims and what they went through, you're not doing anything. You're not making a statement by reposting their shit or posting it in your Instagram stories. You're not making a statement, sweetheart. So nice try. I'm actually calling out this shit. I even talked about my experience in the last episode of being violated. So Dirty Diana, sit down because you're not contributing anything. Adele Fornerino had the balls to call this out and expose this. She exposed it after her win at Polaris Saturday. How is it Adele has more balls than everybody else? I don't get it. But yeah, for those who went to checkmate, oh God, I'm so sorry that you had that monster as a coach, a professor, a sensei. And I bet, unfortunately, that Julia isn't the only one he did this to. And I have a feeling more and more women and more people are going to come forward. Because I told you, I'm dead serious. I'm going to expose this. I'm going to expose this. I'm going to bring light to this. Because I'm for doing the right thing. I am the ghost of jiu-jitsu. I'm going to haunt the shit out of everybody. Gianni Grippo, Marcelo Garcia, myself, everybody in jiu-jitsu, I'm haunting the shit out of everybody. And I'm dead serious, because why is it that we keep letting shit like this slide and keep letting the monsters in jiu-jitsu? Like, no. Enough is enough, man. Like, we say we want jiu-jitsu to rise. Let's actually do something and have these monsters held accountable and arrested for this. Because he needs to be arrested. He seriously needs to be arrested. He needs to be stripped of everything that he has in jiu-jitsu. I'm just saying. He needs to be stripped of everything he has in jiu-jitsu. But this needs to stop. I'm going to keep exposing you monsters. Gianni Grippo, Gianni Grippo, how are you not exposing this? Marcelo, how are you not exposing this? How is it I'm doing more than you guys? How is it I'm actually bringing this to light and you guys not bringing anything to light? But yeah, Leandro Vieira, I'm exposing you. I'm after your ass. I'm warning everybody. This is not the year to piss me off because I'm after everybody, including Gianni Grippo, including myself, including everybody. I'm bringing everything that's nasty, wicked, and evil in jiu-jitsu. I'm bringing it to light and I'm exposing it. I said what the fuck I said. I'm out. Peace.